Good evening, guys. My name is Sebogore Solomon Steven, and I'll be explaining my codes of the coursework which we are given in class. And I'll be starting with number 1. So make sure we move together so that I don't leave you behind. I'll be starting, this is my code, and I'll be starting from the main class. So actually my class, okay, I'll be starting with this public class NetAiInc comparison, which is the main class I created. So basically I'm using NetBeans. So if you haven't used NetBeans yet, this is the one I'm using. So we start with the codes, where it starts with the public double weekly pay, where I have the double base pay and the int hours worked, which basically calculates the base pay and the hours worked. This is what this code means. So it calculates the base pay and hours worked. So when you come down, you have the first if, which tests the base pay, and if the base pay is less than 30k, then it prints this following message, which says sorry, base pay should not be less than 30k, and then it returns as 0 as an error. So if the base pay is less than this, then it displays this message down. And then the second if, which tests also the hours worked, and the hours worked should be greater than 72. Should not be greater than 72. So this system outprint, it brings out this message. If the hours worked per week is not greater than 72, or is greater than 72, then it brings this. That means the contractor should not work more than 72 hours. Then when you come down here, we have double overall pay, which also have an if, and then this if works to calculate the results if these errors did not happen. If the base pay was greater than 30 and then the hours worked was less than 72, then this third if calculates the results, where we have the hours worked as greater than or equal to 48, then the overall pay should be base pay times hours worked. Else, the regular hours, we already have them here as 48. So this else will check also if the overtime hours is not greater than 72. And then the overtime hours should be overtime worked minus the regular hours, which is 48 we have here up. And then the overall pay will calculate the base pay times hours worked, as we saw here up. And then it will add the base pay times 2, then times the overtime hours worked to bring out the results. Then this return, this is the results which will be returned as overall pay. And then here down, we have now the class, which is main, public static void main, and the string arguments, which we already know. So the NetAI is equal to NetAiInc comparison, and then the new scanner, which allows a user to input all those hours and what hours worked and the base pay. So this scanner allows the person who is inputting data to input the data so that it can print out the results. Then when you come down here, we have system outprint enter base pay. So this code allows the user to input the base pay, and then to print out the results. But you'll first check the base pay, and then here down it also asks for the hours worked. As you can see, this system printout, it also allows you to input the hours worked. This scanner down is the one which is allowing you to input, and then down here to print out the results as weekly pay. That's what this code means. So now this last if is the if that checks if the weekly pay is not less than 0, because the hours worked can't, or the whole total weekly pay can't be less than 0. So if it's less than 0, then it will bring an error. Then if it's not, it will print out the results. And then this scanner down allows, or it closes everything so that the output can come. Okay, so I'll be testing the results to see how the codes works, to show you how my codes works. So you come to where you have your class, your file here, then you click run. It's still running. So after running, as you can see the results, it brings enter base pay. So here you first enter base pay for the first contractor, and the first contractor was having, let me first check. The first contractor was having 30k hours, 30k and 51 hours. 30k as base pay. So when you come, you enter the base pay as 30k, then you click enter, then it asks for hours worked, and we have checked, and the hours worked was 51 hours. Then you come, we put 51 hours, then you put enter, then it will bring the total weekly pay as this. This will be the results for the total weekly pay. So when you check for the second contractor, I'll run it again. Let me check the second contractor's amount. So the second contractor has 20k and 40 hours. Then you come to your results here down. Let me increase the screen. Then this is 20k, and then the hours worked was, let's check, was 40 hours. Then you enter 40, then you click enter, then it will bring that error we saw up. Sorry, base pay should not be less than 30k. That means this contractor's base pay is not as we have mentioned in the codes, that should not be less than 30k. So we'll check on the last contractor. Let me run the code again. The last contractor is having 35 and then 96 hours. So when you come here, you write 35, okay, and then the hours worked is 96. Then after, let me increase the screen, so it will bring that error again, showing that sorry, hours worked per week should not be greater than 72 hours. So the hours worked was greater than 72 hours. That's why it's bringing this error. So I think that's all, and the code is working very well. So thank you for watching, and keep watching for the next question, which is coming soon. Have a nice day.